And I remember falling asleep on my stomach in my room at my apartment, and all of a sudden I felt this warm presence lay on top of me. Hot dogs or legs? Hi everyone! I'm Liv and this is Em and we're your Meta Psyckicks. Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about spirit guides. Spirit guides are entities or beings, things, people that exist to help you through this life.
So each of us have spirit guides as well, and we're going to introduce you guys to them. Liv obviously knows them, but I kind of know them. I have a lot of stories, so we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna go first, and I'm probably gonna cry, so there's your warning for today.
Do you want to go first or do you want to go last? Because I don't have to cry about mine. Okay.
Whatever's easiest for you.
Well, I can
to feel the energy of your spirit guides.
Do mine because mine are just kind of annoying me right now, and they know about the
Yeah, I know your relationship with them.
So I feel like I don't have to think about it as much, but when we do yours, I have to talk to your thing.
Okay, so Liv is gonna go first because obviously it's easier for her because she can see them. And then I'm going to tell you my experience with it. Obviously, I'm not a psychic, so I can't see my spirit guides, but I have recently had experience with them. And again, I'm probably gonna cry, so you're gonna wanna watch that because I don't cry in front of anyone and I'm nervous about it. Okay?
So my spirit guides, I have 3 of them. My first spirit guide I met when I first realized I was a medium, and I just call him the blue man dude or the blue guy. In my mind, when people come in through the other side, and entities as well, because there are not just spiritual people, there are also things, and we can get into that in a later video, but I envision in my mind a door, and behind that door is where people talk to me. So if I'm going to go into a reading, I ask spirit and the people that need to talk to me to wait kindly behind the door, because otherwise I get very overwhelmed with feelings, emotions, and things that these people want to tell me to people that are living now. So my blue man guy, he literally looks like one of the people from the Blue Man Group, and as an 8-year-old when I first started seeing him, I think it's hilarious because I didn't even know what that was. So this is just what he looks like. Why he looks like that, I have no idea. He has like a black turtleneck and his face is blue and he's bald. So, but I kind of call him like my guardian or my gatekeeper because he stands by that door and asks people to politely wait until I'm ready to speak with them, because otherwise I get very anxious and emotional and things like that.
And he's your main one, right?
Yes, he's my main. He's my OG from like 8 years old. So when I was little, I used to talk to him and I would say like, please stand by the door, don't let anybody in. Or if I knew that people wanted to talk to me but I was uncomfortable speaking to them, I would ask him to tell them to leave me alone because I was so scared as a child. He doesn't talk, he doesn't give me images, he gives me facial expressions, and that's just how he communicates to me. And I know that sounds kind of scary, but it's not scary to me anymore just to have some dude with a blue face.
That's how you communicate. It's literally a manifestation of how you communicate.
Facial expressions? He also gives me, he kind of just like, he'll use like hand things like, calm down, don't be a f***ing psycho, because it's usually how I am. But so that's the blue man guy. Now the second guy, he became a part of the party probably last year.
Really?
Because I was still at my apartment. And I remember talking to my mom about it, but I was really stressed out with job and school and just being a 21-year-old person trying to become an adult, and you're not an adult yet because I constantly feel like I need an adult. And I laid down one day just so exhausted and I wanted to take a nap. And I remember falling asleep on my stomach in my room at my apartment, and I was so stressed out and so upset, and all of a sudden I felt this warm presence lay on top of me. Literally thought it was my fiance at the time. And you know when you're in that weird state between falling asleep and being awake? Well, that's where I was at. And I was like, well, this is nice. He's just letting me know that everything's okay and it's gonna be fine. And I immediately had a warm, happy, sunshiny feeling kind of come over me, and I fell asleep. So when I woke up, I went over to my fiance and I said, oh, well, thanks for, giving me a hug and like a little cuddle while I was falling asleep but not, waking me up. And my fiance looked at me and he goes, I didn't bother you. I was up front in the house watching Naruto.
Wow.
And I was like, you didn't lay on top of me and make me feel safe, secure, warm, and feel like sunshine. And he's like, no, you're crazy. So I called my mom, and my mom's like, are you getting an image of a guy? And I started telling her all these things that I started seeing, because once I realized that it wasn't my fiance, I kind of got like a creepy feeling of someone was there, and I was like, oh no, this is weird, I don't like this. So then I started talking to my blue man guy, and he's the one that started showing me this new person. Well, now I have this new spirit guide. I kind of like think that he looks like Scooby-Doo, kind of like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, your Shaggy one.
Yeah, my Shaggy guy.
Sunshine guy.
He has brown shaggy hair and flip-flops and jeans that are like frayed at the bottoms, and he is just super cool and super chill all the time. And he kind of uses more of like not just facial features, because I don't really see his face very much. He gives me more of like a calming feeling, and has more of a voice, kind of. So when I freak out now, I will talk to him, because he really helps me with my anxiety and validation of what I'm doing is right than the blue man guy, because the blue man guy, I mean, just really does the door mostly. So those are the twos that I have now.
Did you have that little lady?
Yes. So let's talk about the lady. The lady, I don't even know if she's a spirit guide. Honestly.
Is that why you're sassy to her?
Okay, so, and it's funny because in my mind, when I talk to people and let things in, there's the door, and it's just like a black area, and the door is where the blue man guy sits, and he's always the closest to me. Then maybe like 5 feet behind him is the new guy with the sandals, the shaggy guy. And then way at the back of the room, I get like this like red energy kind of, and it's a woman, and I believe she has red curly hair, and she wears like a red suit jacket, and I don't understand why that is a thing either. But she is just so sassy, and all she ever wants to do is critique me, and I have no idea, like, if I am doing a reading and I feel insecure about what I'm doing, because a lot of the times I struggle with my gift actually being real and me not just being crazy, and she is at the back of the room, she's like, quit being a baby! Like, just mean, nasty, rude, and then the other guys are like...
She's a Virgo.
Oh! And the other guys are kind of like, she's not wrong. And I'm
Virgos
just
don't
like,
have filters.
So I don't know who she is. She doesn't play as much of a part in anything that I do, and she's way farther away, so maybe I'm not supposed to have
She's
her
totally a spirit guide. You
as
just
a
don't
main.
want to let her in because you're not ready for it.
as a main.
She's literally a kick in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of annoyed with them right now because I've needed them lately.
And they're congregating.
And
in
they're
the
just
room.
in the back, like in the middle of my space, talking to each other. And they're like, you're fine, just keep going. And I'm just like, what are you
got it?
I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, if we wanted to tell you, we would tell you. And I'm just like, that's great. I hate you all.
Sass.
So that's where I'm at right now. And now we're going to talk about Emily's spirit guide. To listen to more in-depth conversations about our nonsensical rambling, we're going to have a podcast, and they're about our previous episodes. So if you want to know more about paranormal stories of a medium, chakras, or spirit guides, or zodiac signs, tune in to our podcast, because there's going to be a lot of rambling on there, and it's going to be great. You washing some dishes, you want to hear some paranormal stories, click on it. Yeah!
If you guys are interested in any more paranormal or metaphysical content, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss the next time we post. However, make sure you check out our podcast and watch these videos next, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace. Because, yeah, I have to think about it. Do you have like a hard time breathing?
Anxiety, I have a panic
disorder.
disorder.
Like you can't breathe, but it's like right here and right here. God damn it, Emily. Why?